Blessings, 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 blessings to all that are out in YouTube land. Blessings to you. I am Leah, Crown of Glory. And I just jumped on. I just wanted to share some things with my subscribers, share some things with those that are new to the channel. Just want to talk to you about blessings to everybody. But I just wanted to speak to you about how we just finished up a 8 weeks mentorship course. We just finished up last Saturday. It was wonderful, very insightful, very revelatory in regards to some things that the Lord has given unto me. And so we just finished up, and we'll be getting started again real soon. But what I wanted to come on to share with my viewers, wanted to just share how that we have gone through so many subject matters within the book. I've written a book, it's called A Future Wife. And we went through the book, is what we actually went through. But the revelation that God brought out from the book was just glorious. And he just abstracts some things from the message. And so I'm just going to share with you some highlighted things that God gave as we were teaching for the last 8 weeks. And one of the subject matters were a helper, a help meet, one that is comparable um, to suitable. You're suitable for that kingdom husband or kingdom wife that God is going to give you. Well, for the wives, they're help meet, and so therefore they're compatible, and they're suitable, they're relatable. And so we looked at that subject and we went in deep concerning that and we pulled from Genesis concerning a help mate or a help meet. God said that God created that help meet, right? And he pulled that help meet out of Adam. He put Adam to sleep and he pulled that help meet out of Adam. And so we come out of a man. Amen. And so that means that we're going to be suitable to that man that God's going to give unto the daughters that are waiting for their kingdom spouses or the kingdom husbands. And so we also looked at the subject communication, and we looked at how we communicate, because we all communicate differently. And I think it's really key that you understand how you communicate and what maybe your personality type is and all of that. You may not think all of that is important, but when you are married, that's going to really be such a key component in your marriage. Communication will be a key component in your marriage. So you must understand how you communicate. So that way you're able to express that to your kingdom husband. You can tell him, no, honey, this is how I see this, or whatever. You need to understand how you communicate. You need to know your personality type. You need to understand what your love language is. And sometimes we don't think those things are important, but right now, many are still in that preparation stage. And so you want to make sure that you take care of everything, the preparation part of that. Okay. Because once you're in the marriage, then you're going to go into a whole different ball game. It's because it becomes two become one. And so now you're learning this partner. So you should already know about you. You should already know how you communicate, what your personality type is. Those things, that's part of your preparation. So make sure you're doing your preparation part. That's not something that you should be necessarily be doing while you're in the marriage, and because there's some other things that are going to come once you're in the marriage. And the Lord said he's getting ready to shift my topics with you. The shifts is going to go into marriage, and we're going to start talking about marriage and some of the things that married people kind of go through as they're one, two becoming one. So the other subject matter we talked about out of the book was contribution. How do you contribute? And sometimes women may devalue themselves, but you have a part to play. So know what you're bringing to the marriage. Know it's not just the finances and any that, but know the other part, the components that are on the inside of you that you're going to be bringing to the marriage. Because once again, you should be compatible, you should be relatable, you should be suitable for one another. And so don't devalue what God has given you. Gifts on the inside of you, you may not think are significant, but they're very significant. God has given me great wisdom, right? And so that I know that I will bring to the table. I will bring great wisdom to the table. So even when decisions are being made, the communication comes up, we talk about it, that kind of thing. We go to the Father in prayer, that kind of thing. And then God has a tendency of releasing wisdom. And so you're not to be afraid to speak, what you hear the Father is saying, because two are becoming one. And so we also talked about self-care. And so we looked at exercising, we looked at taking care of our health, we looked at eating properly, all of those things, right? Dressing well, the outward appearance is important as well. But we looked at well-being, our wellness, right? And so the scripture in I think it's John, 3rd John, it says, beloved, I wish above all that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul is prospering. And so he wants us to prosper in every aspect of our life. Our emotional and our spiritual well-being is important. So make sure that you're doing the work in regards to making yourself healthy. If you need deliverance, get deliverance. If you need healing in some areas, you need to forgive. Those things you need to be taken care of, right? That's like baggage you do not want to carry over into your marriage. And so then the other thing that we talked about was being ready. And when you're ready, it's some people date, some people go into courtship because they already know what it is that they're wanting. So the man that knows that, the man that is looking for a wife, right? He knows that you're a wife. And because he knows that you're a wife, then he may not want to date you. I'm going to say this, that mature men probably do not want to date because they know what they're looking for. They're looking for a wife. And so because of that, they will actually go take you guys will go into a courtship type of situation. And dating and courtship are two different things. Dating is about collecting data, trying to, get to know someone. And sometimes people have a tendency when they're dating more than one person. And which is to me, it's not to each his own. I'll just say that, because it depends on where people are at spiritually in their walk with God. So I won't do that to you guys. But so dating is, you're collecting data, you're vetting that person is what you're doing. But when you go into a courtship situation, it's because you have already gone to the Father. You just already have heard the answer from the Father that you know. And that man is the one that is actually saying that, I know that you're my wife. And then as you are going to the Lord in prayer, right, and you're waiting for the Lord to answer, you may go out for dinner, you'd be talking on the phone, that type of thing, just getting to know each other. And you will see the compatibility. You will see how relatable and suitable you really are. And that's why certain people don't go into dating, they go straight into courtship. It depends on where you're at. And so but that's being ready, right? And so once you guys are ready, you're ready to take that next step. Dating, sometimes people will go into dating and they'll date for 2 and 3 and 4 years. What that doesn't make sense to me, because you should know. You should know that and you don't get to taste. You don't get to sample things. Hopefully, daughters are not allowing men to sample things, and not being playing a wife role to someone that is not your husband. And so I hope that you guys don't are not doing that. And this is no condemnation, guys. I'm just saying, I know that everybody is in different places. And I'm just talking from the standpoint from the Father, how he gives it to me. And so I also want to let you know that once you're at that stage of dating, then you're expecting the engagement. There are some things that are really straightforward in the courtship part of it. And from the courtship comes the engagement, and then you are actually setting a date for your wedding. And sometimes it doesn't take a year or two or three. Sometimes it could be as early as 3 months to 6 months. And once again, it's about people knowing where they're at. You got to know that for sure. And we know that for sure because we keep going back to the Father, inquiring of him, and not trying to be led by our emotions in the midst of all of that. So just wanted to jump on and just to kind of share that we just finished up 8 weeks of mentorship. It was a glorious time. Lots of revelation came out of the teaching, and I will be starting that teaching up again. So for those that are interested in that teaching, you can get that teaching personally. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on my Facebook page. It's Leah Simmons, and you'll be able to see when I'll start that program again. Or you can actually take advantage of that on the YouTube page. It will drop monthly, just a monthly teaching for you on a monthly basis. I'll drop all of the teachings that I've taught because they have been recorded. And so if you want to receive it that way, you can. It comes with the outline for each teaching is actually there. So that information is there as well. But if you're interested, once again, join me on Facebook so you can follow me and know when I'm going to offer it live for you to just be in the class. It's a Zoom class, and you get to interact with the people I love that best. And because you have opportunity to ask your questions, and we get to talk and get to really know each other. So I'm looking forward to that. I am in transition right now. We'll be moving soon here. And I think I will wait until after I think I won't be starting until September. I want to make sure that I am settled in my new place and that I am ready to go and to rock with those mentees that will love to join me. But guys, I just jumped on to just kind of share that. I know I've kind of been MIA. I only want to get on when the Lord is leading me. I could think of many things to talk about, but those subject matters may not be prevalent to my particular audience. And so I don't. And so anyway, just wanted to say hello to you. Hadn't seen you in a while. I'm glad that you have jumped on to join me. And once again, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm Leah Simmons. So I'll let you know when I'll be dropping the next mentorship class, or you can take advantage of the mentorship class on YouTube, which video will drop monthly for you. The first video is already up and it's ready to go. And this is a teaching that I did with the students that were with me in person. So guys, love you very much. If you are new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to talking with you again soon as the Lord just begins to drop things in my spirit. But I believe that the next phase that I'm going to actually be going into is those that are actually in marriage. And so we're going to talk about how the two become one and how we're walking through that process of of that marriage. And so there are a lot of ups and downs in that, and we want to know how to handle that as well. So guys, remember, God and his word is always our compass. And as we continue to seek him and to look unto him as the author and the finisher of our faith, that we will stay on the path that he has chosen for us. So I want to say shalom to you for now. Blessings to you. Thank you for joining me, and we will speak again soon. Shalom.